Safety culture is a set of shared values and beliefs surrounding workplace health and safety that goes beyond training and procedures. It influences how workplace safety is prioritized, including the decisions and actions taken surrounding it, from implementation to execution. Safety culture also embodies the value that is placed on safety and the extent to which people take personal responsibility for safety within their workplace. It can even be described as part of the core personality of an organization. Safety culture is just one part of an organization's broader culture. Culture forms naturally everywhere there are groups of people working together and achieving a common goal. Organizational culture is largely invisible. Most people are not consciously aware of the shared beliefs and assumptions that influence their behavior but infer them over time based on the tone that is set within the workplace. One example of how you might experience safety culture is when you begin working at a new organization. As a new employee, you would initially seek to understand the safety practices, policies, and procedures within your organization. First, you would likely be guided by the written rules, procedures, and training that you have been given, as the standard that the organization expects. Additionally, however, over time you would also look to your colleagues and leaders, watching what they say and how they act in regard to safety as it is put into daily practice. Based on both the information and your observations, you would come to understand the overall safety culture of the organization. A positive and strong safety culture exists when employees at all levels of the organization understand the importance of safety and exhibit those positive safety behaviors each day through their tasks. Examples of positive safety behaviors include following relevant safe work practices, such as lifting and transferring objects, procedure for pushing an occupied wheelchair, back injury prevention, etc. When needed and without being asked, completing risks assessments for all jobs, reporting all incidents, and always communicating with colleagues and supervisors pertinent information that occurred during your shift. In instances where an organization may have a negative safety culture, safety could be seen as unnecessary and practices time-consuming, which might encourage poor safety practices. Negative safety behaviors can include taking shortcuts, choosing to ignore safety hazards, or not reporting all incidents. The latter can often be the case when the number of days without a safety incident has a greater organizational priority than the safety of the worker. In an exemplary safety culture, each person accepts personal responsibility for ensuring not only their own health and safety, but that of their colleagues. In the same way, they ensure safety is a top priority for the individuals accessing services in the Community Disability Services (CDS) sector. Commitment to safety as a priority and a strong culture is also vital from leadership and management. These roles have the responsibility of setting the cultural tone of the organization, prioritizing the personal safety of each employee, and preventing occupationally induced injuries and illnesses through education and awareness. A safety culture is a behavioral climate within an organization that promotes, encourages, and controls safety, so as to make it an integral part of the workplace instead of a condition of the workplace. This is the same content after being revised for a lower reading level by ChatGPT. Safety culture refers to the shared values and beliefs about workplace safety that go beyond just rules and training. It's about how seriously safety is taken in the workplace and how everyone, from employees to leaders, acts to protect themselves and others. Safety culture is an important part of the overall personality of an organization. Safety culture is just one part of a larger organizational culture. Every workplace has its own culture, which includes the shared beliefs and behaviors of the people working there. Even though we might not always think about it, this culture affects how people behave every day. It is shaped by the tone set by leaders and the shared experiences of employees. When you start a new job, one way to experience the safety culture is by learning the safety rules, policies, and procedures. At first, you will follow the official rules and training. But over time, you'll also pay attention to how your colleagues and leaders act when it comes to safety. You will learn what is truly important to the organization, not just from written rules but also from the behaviors you observe. A strong and positive safety culture happens when everyone in the organization understands the importance of safety and shows it in their actions every day. Examples of positive safety behaviors include following safe work practices, like lifting properly or preventing back injuries, reporting all incidents, doing risk assessments for tasks, and keeping open communication with coworkers and supervisors. On the other hand, a negative safety culture might happen when safety is seen as unnecessary or a waste of time. This can lead to unsafe actions, like skipping safety steps or ignoring hazards. In some workplaces, Focusing on how many days go by without an accident might be more important than actually ensuring worker safety. In a great safety culture, everyone takes responsibility for their own safety and the safety of others. Leaders play a big role in creating and maintaining this culture. They must set an example, prioritize safety, and help prevent injuries by teaching and raising awareness. A good safety culture makes safety a natural part of the workplace, not just something to check off a list.